Another One Bites the Dust by Queen is playing in my head right now. You've done the work. Oh, you've done the work. You've done the work here. You have done the inner work that you've needed to do. You have healed. And it feels like you were resisting it in a way, but you finally let this tower fall. You finally let this destruction happen within your own life that you were trying to prevent. You were trying to prevent maybe this tower moment from happening, and you have finally released the energy. You have finally let it fall, and you are all the better for it. This energy was holding you back. This energy was forcing you to hide and maybe think about the things that you would say. Like, it's like you couldn't truly be yourself, it feels like, while you were still attached to this energy. It feels like you had to cut everyone off and kind of just like go within and figure out what was happening and what you were being called to do about it. The creator. You wanted to run away from this energy. You wanted to shield yourself, and you wanted to maybe, get out of the environment that you were in, because it feels like the energies that were surrounding you were making you feel trapped. You were very overwhelmed with the energy that was surrounding you, because it felt like you could not be yourself. It felt like you could not be free. And there was just like a darkness to this energy that was surrounding you. There was a dark energy that was surrounding you that kind of forced you to feel this way, forced you to feel maybe small, forced you to feel like you couldn't speak your truth. And you wanted to run. It feels like you wanted to run and you wanted to find shelter anywhere or in anyone. And the divine did not let you run. The divine made you see the chaos and the destruction. Every day you have a choice to be a victim of circumstances that happen to you, or to create a better reality, to create a different reality or a different outlook on the situation. And it feels like you did just that. The energies that were surrounding you, though, they were toxic. There was dark undertones, and there was a lot of darkness that you were dealing with before this tower collapsed. Queen of Cups. And you had a lot of emotions surrounding this. It feels like you felt deeply about whatever was happening in your energy, about whatever chaos was unfolding or whatever truth was being revealed. You had a lot of feelings towards it. You were very emotionally connected to this energy. And it feels like it was very difficult for you to not try to run from it and not be scared of it, and to sit with it and to let it fall. It was very hard for you to remain kind to yourself and maybe even to others. Like it feels like you struggled a lot with having compassion in this time, because you felt very vulnerable. You felt like you needed to run and hide. You felt like you needed to take shelter. 9 of Wands. But you were strong and you got through it, and you set boundaries that have helped you. You set very strong boundaries that have helped you along this path. And it feels like you have been supported very heavily by the divine. You have been watched over very heavily by the divine. And you remained strong no matter the energy that you were feeling, no matter how many times that you found yourself maybe like in your feelings, crying, wanting to escape, wanting to maybe just give up. No matter how many feelings it feels like came over you, no matter the energy that washed over you, you continued to remain strong, and you continued to keep your boundaries. The Lovers. You continued to keep the love within yourself that you have for yourself and that you have for others. It's like it's so easy maybe in these situations of chaos and destruction, when truths are being told, when lies are being figured out, when people's masks are truly coming off. It is very hard for another soul. And in those moments, we can make rash decisions. We can do things that we did not mean to do because of the energy that was surrounding us. but it's like you created such a strong fortress around your soul. You've created such tight boundaries of who is allowed to maybe come in and affect you in this way, that you were able to get through it, and you were able to still come out the other side with compassion and love for yourself and for maybe these people that were sending you this energy, the people that you were dealing with. And you still, it feels like, have love for these energies, but you still know that you need to have boundaries with people that bring this energy of darkness, like bring this energy of dark, very dark undertones, wanting to hurt you, wanting to silence you, wanting to create harm to you in some way. And it was really difficult for you to come out on the other side of this, still in this loving energy. It is so easy to maybe say that you wouldn't do something, but the feeling of fear and the feeling of anger are very strong, and they can push people to limits that maybe they didn't realize they would be pushed to. And because you have still remained in this loving energy towards yourself, because you have still remained loving and compassionate to the souls that are around you, and because you've done the hard work, 8 of Pentacles in the world, you are now getting a reward from the divine. They're handing you this reward for your achievements, for your wisdom, and the fact that you had to work so hard to get here. They know that it was not easy for you to maybe come out on the other side of this tower moment. And they know that it was not easy for you to maybe be awakened to some of the truths that you were awakened to. And it maybe made you feel like you were out of control in a way in your own emotions, but you never let it fully get to you. You never let it fully affect you. You remained strong, and you remained intuitively light. And you knew that every day wouldn't feel like this. You knew that this moment would pass. You knew that this day would pass. You knew that there would be a day where you would feel better. And that day has come, and you do feel better, and you know that you've completed this like very huge achievement in your life, and you've learned a lot from it. And now the divine is, they're bringing in this very, very big gift for you. They're bringing in this reward, and you deserve it. Okay. If this message resonates with you, comment below. If you want to get a personal with me, link is in my bio.